29 joint chambers and associations have come together to propose urgent solutions aimed at mitigating the impact on the nation's economy in response to the escalating port congestion crisis at the Colombo port. The coalition of chambers and associations, comprising key trade, maritime and logistics associations, has highlighted the severe repercussions of the congestion, including delays for exporters, missed shipping opportunities and increased processing costs. They said that exporters are facing potential delays with imported inputs, missing shipping opportunities and increased processing costs, undermining their competitiveness in the global markets and foreign buyer confidence in Sri Lanka. The joint statement noted that reports indicate that ships are bypassing Colombo for more efficient neighbouring ports, potentially resulting in a permanent shift and a loss of container volumes. This situation is exacerbating freight rates and adding costs for freight forwarders and shipping lines. Importers, transporters and other stakeholders are also facing business losses, contributing to higher prices for essential goods and an increased cost of living for Sri Lankans. The manufacturing sector is particularly affected by material delays, threatening Colombo's status as a transshipment hub and posing serious risks to the overall economy. Sri Lanka Customs has launched a 4-day operation to clear the container backlog, which began on the 30th of January and is set to continue until the 2nd of February. The operation aims to expedite the clearance of piled-up containers by deploying a full staff to work around the clock. Customs authorities have called for full cooperation from all relevant parties to ensure the success of this operation. Efforts are also underway to alleviate congestion by creating temporary parking for container trucks in Blue Mantle. Sri Lanka Ports Authority Chairman, retired Admiral Sirimevan Sarachandra Ranasinghe visited the site earlier today to inspect the ongoing construction. Once completed, the site will accommodate up to 200 container trucks, though full operations are expected to begin in the next few days, contingent on weather conditions.
We expect to be able to park about 200 container trucks here once the containers are moved. This area is outside the port's limits, so we need to carry out additional work to strengthen security. I had hoped to complete this by tonight, but due to the recent rain, it has been delayed. I will make every effort to have it ready within the next 2 or 3 days.
Condition එකක් උඩ මට ඉවර කරන්න බැරුණා. මම හැකි ඉක්මනින් ඉදිරි දවස් 2 ඇතුළත මම මේක දෙන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා.
The Container Transporters Association has pledged to assist in resolving the issue.
This is a great initiative. As a first step, around 300 container trucks will be parked here. Currently, we can accommodate about 200, but within the next week, there will definitely be more space for containers. They've already started arriving, and inspections at the checkpoints are now proceeding quickly. With the ongoing 4-day special operations by Customs, we are hopeful that the situation will be resolved in the next few days.
Deputy Minister of Transport and Highways Dr. Prasanna Gunasekara also addressed the issue at a public meeting in Kandy yesterday.
Containers arrive at the port, which has about 6 main terminals. Once the containers are unloaded, they are taken into the country. Containers that are already inside the country are brought back to the port to be loaded onto ships. Some containers arriving at special terminals are transferred to other ships at different terminals. Most of these operations involve inter-terminal transactions, where a significant portion of the revenue is generated. However, the current port congestion, as seen in the media, is largely due to delays in clearing containers at the terminals. To address this, we are expanding operations by taking additional land for container handling, which will help clear the backlog. We are also planning to establish a dry port in the central part of the country, with Wayangoda identified as a key location. Using the railway, Customs will clear containers there before they are loaded onto ships at the port. Similarly, containers arriving by ship will be cleared in Wayangoda and released. This will reduce congestion and minimize the time spent on inter-terminal transactions, ultimately boosting revenue. However, these changes won't happen overnight. While progress is being made, such work takes time to implement.